Okay, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
Actually, I think that's just our preview. I don't think that's what's live.
Okay. Well, tell us if you can hear us. If you can hear us, that means we started the show live
and
on
perfectly.
Time with no glitches.
Which would be a first.
That would be a first.
I would be surprised and amazed.
Woo, woo, woo. What a day, what a day. So I promised Philip every single time we do this show that we'll do more of a rehearsal, and we kind of did one tonight. He got here early, pouring rain outside. He brought some chicken wings with a obscene name, and they were quite delicious, though. And
all right, yeah. So that screwed us up.
Oh, okay.
We weren't perfect.
Something to improve on next time. Anyway, it is May. It is the first Friday of the month. So glad you could join us. Thanks to everyone who's out there. Thanks to the Ready Set Drone flight crew. Thanks to everyone who participates in this community. As you know, we're in love with this community.
Yes, definitely. You guys are all awesome.
And we have a lot going on tonight. We have a lot of stuff in the... Is somebody making you laugh? Or is
Love you, sexy Kelly, says Christopher Justice.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Thanks, Chris. So we're here. We've got a fancy set tonight. And as a matter of fact, we put up this green background because we were going to do the weather. But it's raining and nobody cares, so we're not going to do the weather.
If it was nice weather, we would have shown some drone shots of amazing views of beaches and stuff, but not anymore.
And actually, Philip does have a really cool weather-related drone thing that we're going to play tonight.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. So nice tie-in with that. So let me go through the quick agenda for everyone, because this is why you're going to want to stay through the end, because we got some exciting stuff tonight. First of all, I want to announce that we're going to split all the super chats, any super chats. I say all the. If we get a super chat, we will split it with the Horn High School Drone Interest Group, also known as DIG, up in Mesquite, Texas. So for everyone who doesn't know about DIG, they are a group of students led by Jerry Caverly, who is part of the drone community and also came to Spin Up. They have a great YouTube channel. Go check them out. And they are doing a fundraiser, which I think I have the link actually down in the description if everything worked right. But it's for raising money for buying some LiPo batteries and some stuff like that. But if anybody super chats tonight, we'll split it with the Drone Interest Group. And we'll add it to that donation thing. I think they're only trying to raise like $370, so it's not that much. So my hope is we can get some super chats and kick in for everybody. Yes, and for everybody who is interested, it's actually a website specific to schools and students, and it's kind of like a GoFundMe for students called, what does that say?
DonorsChoose.org.
DonorsChoose.org. Yeah. Maybe it isn't for schools.
I don't know. Your poor eyesight, though. I'm sorry.
I'm really squinting here. Although Philip did make me clean my screen earlier because it still
looks kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie,
dirty.
but it's better. Mine's not great either. Honestly.
Yeah, yours looks like a dog, like a corgi's been over there sticking his nose on it.
Her nose, but yes, she has.
So anyway, if anybody super chats, we will definitely send part of that money to the Drone Interest Group. We are also going to be giving away 2 lights tonight, these Moen cube lights, which I did a review of, and these things are really, really cool. They're cheaper than the Lumecubes. They're always a little bit of a challenge for me to turn on.
They look just like the Lumecubes.
They do, but there's some distinct differences. And actually a video that I did a video about these as well as several other lights on the channel, but one of the big things that's different about these actually have a magnet built into the back. So like for that metal plate in your head, this, if I let go, oh wait, maybe it's aluminum.
You joke, but I busted my head open 2 times as a kid. Which
really?
Probably,
do you have a metal plate?
No, I don't.
No. Oh,
it was just stitches.
I can tell. Well, we're going to give away 2 of these, and the cool thing is the company's actually, the company that makes these is actually going to be, here, let's bring that up real quick. Is it this one? No, it's this one. The company that makes these is actually going to be shipping these directly to the winners. So the 2 people that win these tonight will get them shipped directly, the Moen L1 lights. And they come with all kinds of cool stuff. They have these gels you can put on them. They have a little diffuser you can put on them, like this thing here. The gel, if you want to, let's say we're feeling red, you can slide this red thing in right here. which is not quite as cool as the way Lumecube does it. Lumecubes actually
completely magnetic.
They're magnetic,
yeah.
But this has, like I said, a magnet in the back. And I just used this on my shoot in Italy. We were shooting medical equipment, like testing equipment, and they had one of these things that picked sample trays up and put it down, and it was in this kind of dark box, and I just stuck that up on top without the red gel. And it was able to light it so we could follow the little robot as it did that.
Does Lumecube actually have a magnet on the back or no?
No, Lumecube does not. But Lumecube does have, is that sticking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lumecube does have magnets on the front, and Lumecube, they both have a 1/4-inch thread. So they're, you can stick them onto tripods and stuff like that.
I'm just going to leave it here for some accent lighting.
Yeah, I like it. So we'll be giving 2 of these away tonight. So stay tuned and possibly win. We will also be talking a bit about Italy. I just mentioned it. I was just there. I got back 2 days ago. I'm still a bit jet lagged. I actually woke up at 4:15 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep. But I am falling asleep at like 9 o'clock, so that's great. We are also going to talk about Soar. So Soar is our pals over in Australia who are having the contest, Soar to Win, where you can upload photos that people can download from this global super map. And in about I think it's May 17th is when we're going to announce the winner of that contest. We'll talk more about it in a minute, but we're giving away a Spark, a DJI Spark. You knew about that, right? We're going to talk about tornadoes because it is the season. It's getting there. We're going to talk about the newly revived, right over there, it's just off camera, brought back from the dead. What is it?
It's a DJI Phantom 4 Pro.
Yes, formerly mine. I sold it to Philip, and then we promptly crashed it with a parachute. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's actually quite entertaining.
Yes, indeed.
As a matter of fact, I think I told you guys I have a YouTube coach. This guy who kind of helps me. He works for YouTube, and we have calls once a month, and he tells me what I'm doing right and wrong. He loved that video, and he really loved the intro for that video where I mentioned what we're going to be doing, and Philip says, "Wait, what?"
That was not planned. Well, it was planned. It wasn't planned for you. I planned on doing it.
It was so. It seemed spontaneous, but regardless, my YouTube guy loved that. We will give away another one of these lights. Oh, and we're also going to talk about some other Phantom 4 accessories that we have.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have them with us though.
No. We have an idea for an experiment, a YouTube experiment that we want to try, and we want to get your feedback on. And
Can I stop you real quick?
Yeah.
We got like 20 things going on. So first of all, do you know how much these weigh?
How much what?
Do you know how much these weigh?
No, I don't know how much they weigh. If you go watch the video where I talk about them, it says how much they weigh.
Okay. Christopher Justice gave us 2 super chats of $19.99 each.
Oh, Christopher Justice, you the man.
And then Mark's Droneworks, $30.99 Australian, maybe.
Oh, very nice.
I'm not sure how much.
I'm sure that's worth like $1,000 US.
Yeah, like 20, I think, probably.
Okay. Well, thanks to Mark's Droneworks.
Yeah,
by the way, Mark's Droneworks, if you're in there, did you get the package I sent you? It was kind of slow boat to Australia, but if you can mention in there if you got the package, I hope you did. Because it had some cool stuff in it. It was from our previous one. He's the one that won the Frisbee, and he won something else. What was the other thing we gave away? I'm totally blanking.
It was something.
Yeah. Gosh.
I don't remember either.
I remember they both fit into a flat box pretty well, but it was still like super expensive to ship to Australia. But anyway, thank you, Mark's Droneworks. Thank you, Chris Justice. And Marks, please let us know if you got it.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'll mention a little bit about Spin Up and then Subscriber of the Month. So I'm hoping our Subscriber of the Month is on tonight. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but it is definitely someone who's been a big participant in the drone community as of late.
Mark says he's still waiting for the package.
Ah, okay. I have a tracking number, so I will track it. But they said it was going to be a little while. Okay. All of that said, let's start with my Italian adventure. That trip was for work, and it involved, I was there, I left on a Wednesday, got in on Thursday. We went to the site and set up, it was a video shoot, set up on Friday. We had Saturday and Sunday off, and then we shot Monday and Tuesday and left the following Wednesday. And the reason I'm telling you all that is because I had some chance, thunder. As you can see back here, that we have thunder. Oh no, we're in the green screen. So let's go ahead and look at some of these pictures from the trip. So it was something where I had the opportunity to fly my drone not over Venice, but near Venice in a little town called Brescia, which is this where this monument was. This is actually a pretty old monastery/cemetery. and there was a cool tower. I saw some ducks. And by the way, Philip, do you know what kind of bird flies straight towards you?
No, I don't.
A duck.
And
And I got to fly my drone. I actually flew my drone in their lab. We're talking like lots and lots of money worth of equipment. They wanted this. They were like, yeah, we want to have you fly over and do. I can't do an Italian accent very well, but they wanted us to fly over and capture some of the machines from the top down. And
Rise that drone cleaning crew.
yes, but we don't have to shoo them away tonight because. Maybe if they walk over here, we'll see if they'll come on camera with us. But it was quite an amazing trip. Really, really enjoyed it. And I will say I had not really spent any time in northern Italy before, but the people there were just so chill. And the Mavic 2 performed like a champ. I mean, it was definitely a fantastic experience to get to fly over there. I did learn a couple things. Number one, and I knew this already, you don't pack any LiPos in your checked bags. They want them all in your carry-on. And so, that's a good thing. Also, I brought LiPo-safe bags, which I think actually helped when I was going through everything. And also, it's better if your LiPos aren't fully charged, like if you actually let the charge go down a little ways before you go. So,
are they able to track that somehow?
No, I don't believe so. But they, it's just one of those things where if anything were to happen, I would feel pretty darn bad. So,
yeah.
I mean. It's but I didn't get any grief at all. Hello, how are you? Fine, very good. So we'll have a clean office tonight.
Yeah.
So honestly, it was a great experience. The people there were really chill, very friendly. Food was fantastic. I mean, all the stuff you hear about Italy. I'm going to Germany in the beginning of June for a month, 3.5 weeks, and I did learn a lot about travel and like what to pack and like I took like way too many t-shirts and way too many, the only thing I really needed to change every day was my underwear and socks. So when I go to Germany, I'm going to take enough socks and underwear for a week, but probably bring like 2 shirts and, 3 pairs of pants.
So I have questions for you.
Yes.
Did you have to pay any like custom fees as you go through? Because I know someplace you have to pay for the value of your drone as you go through.
So not in Italy.
Okay.
And also I know for some countries we've gone to, you have to actually have a work visa in order to, if you're going over there for work.
Mm-hmm.
And Italy, aside from a long line at customs going in, it took us about an hour to get through the customs line. It was super chill.
That's
cool. And they didn't even really ask why we were there. And when we came back, actually the guy in New York, because we flew back into JFK, he was more intense than the people.
And then my other question is, I saw you actually flying over cars. I know that's not necessarily good here.
Yeah. Well,
how did that work?
That?
I'm trying to, but I don't know how to work Wirecast.
Oh, here I'll do it for you. So you just go there.
But it's still.
Oh, why is it still there? Well, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So actually, what happened, Philip? I had parked my drone over that roundabout, and those cars drove under it.
Oh.
So technically, I had the space first, and then.
What about here, though?
Well, see, same thing. I'm just
you
flying
were there
in there,
for,
and they're same
too?
Same thing. I was flying really slow, and they kept driving under it. So it's crazy, Italians. And here, that drone was like right on the hood of the car.
Oh.
I was very close. And then here, I tried not to fly over anybody, but yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. If you get a chance to go to northern Italy, I highly recommend it.
It looks cool, that's for sure.
Yes, and if you haven't watched the video, please do.
So real quick, we need to give a shout out to Mr. Drones Is Me, $2 super chat for the future engineers.
Thank you. That's every bit counts. I appreciate it. And as I said at the end of the program, I will go to the link. Which again, if anybody actually,
I can copy
you pull it
and
up
paste
on YouTube
it
real quick? Yeah, just. The link to actually donate directly to them.
Well,
If you want to donate directly to them, go for it. If you want us to take a little bit of the cut, we'd appreciate it. But either way, I want Jerry to get enough money so he can buy the kids some batteries, right?
Yeah.
Those kids deserve batteries.
They need to fly as often as they can.
So, what do you say we do our first giveaway?
Ooh, yes, let's do that.
Okay. So, where did it go? Oh, it's your mood lighting.
Yeah.
Mood lighting.
Wait,
yes.
We're giving that away? I thought you were going to give it to me.
So we're giving away 2 of these. Not this one though. Maybe you will get this one. They'll be shipped directly from the company that makes these. As I said, they are called the Moen L1s, I believe, cube lights, and I actually am working on a comparison to Lumecube, just in terms of what the cost is, because they are quite a bit cheaper than Lumecubes. They have some upside, they have some downside. Lumecubes don't have as many LEDs. This has three that are more blue and 3 that are more yellow, for the different color temperatures. The app for this is really good. The battery's built in. So the first question, and we're really going to have to pay attention to the chat in order to see who wins this. The first question to win one of these Moen L1 lights, I'll show you this in a minute, is translate the first few words that I said before the Ready Set Drone bumper in my latest Italy video.
When you're trying to speak Italian?
When I said, "Che succede YouTube? Sono andato in Italia. Stai guardando Ready Set Drone." So, what does that mean in English, roughly translated? If you can tell us what that means in English, roughly translated, you don't have to get it exactly right. By the way, Ready Set Drone, literally translated into Italian, was like "El drono pronto." So I just said Ready Set Drone. So let's see. While you're looking to see if anybody gets that right, I did want to show you guys another really cool thing about this. The charger is actually magnetic, so you put it on right there.
Okay.
And it charges through induction.
I can dig that.
So, and it's just a little USB, so there's no power converters or anything you have to do. I really dig that. That's one thing about Lumecubes. They use the older USB, port connector, and whatever that type is, the little tiny one.
The micro USB?
Yeah, it's micro USB, but it's not even USB-C, so you have to, flip it over and all that sort of thing. I really like these. I don't know if they charge as quickly, but they're darn convenient. Anybody brushed up on their Italian?
So where's my underwear is a pretty good guess.
Donde es? I kept trying to speak Spanish to people too. It's weird too, because Italian and Spanish are very close, but like instead of por favor, it's like per favore.
Someone said, "Thank you for tuning into YouTube. Here's a video of Italy."
That's really close,
kind
but
of.
not. No, that's not exactly right. The first one was a question, and it's what I always say.
Chris Hope, $25 super chat.
Yeah, Chris. I want to give a shout out to Chris Hope, by the way. I was up at an unreasonable hour this morning at like 4:55 or something, and I see an email pop in, and it's Chris Hope wishing us luck on the show tonight, saying look forward to seeing it. So thanks for getting up early and being the first one to make me smile today, Chris. I appreciate it.
Chris is a cool guy.
He is. Chris is definitely a cool guy. Any other guesses? Where's my underwear? I might have to give it to Where's My Underwear if we don't
Welcome
get it.
to Ready Set Drone. No, not really. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ready Set Drone.
Yeah, you're missing one part.
What's up, YouTube? Well,
Mark's
Drone Work has What's Up, YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Mark's that's the first line.
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? What's the second line?
If he gets it, at least you don't have to pay for shipping this time.
That's right. That's probably. I'm sure this company's probably closer to him in the east.
What's up, YouTube? It's Kelly from Ready Set Drone.
No. The second one is more kind of explaining my situation, like what I'm doing there.
Welcome to Italy. Okay.
Close.
Kind of.
Che succede, YouTube? Sono andato in Italia. Stai guardando Ready Set Drone. Ready Set Drone. No?
What's up, YouTube? Kelly from Ready Set Drone.
No, I never said Kelly. That's not sono andato. By the way, if you read the comments on that video, there was an Italian guy who said I said it. He could understand it.
Okay, here's really close. What's up, YouTube? Here's a video of Italy. Ready Set Drone.
All right, let's give it to that person.
And there's another one. What's up, YouTube? It's Kelly in Italy from Ready Set Drone.
Yeah, I never said Kelly.
Okay. So what's up, YouTube? Here's a video of Italy Ready Set Drone.
Yeah.
Call that one? All right.
Who is it?
Michael with Blade.
Michael with Blade. So the actual translation, according to Google Translate, is, what's up, YouTube? I went to Italy. You're watching Ready Set Drone. Che succede, YouTube? Sono andato in Italia. Stai guardando Ready Set Drone. All right, Michael, I need to write that down, or do we have a record of that somewhere?
Yeah, I'll write it down. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Philip. Philip's been saving my butt tonight, and he brought wings.
Michael, if you could send that to kelly@readysetdrone.com, or send your address to kelly@readysetdrone.com. We'll verify you somehow via YouTube and make sure that you are you, and then we'll send you the junk.
Yes. Well, actually, the company that makes them will send you a junk.
Someone will send you.
So we're giving away another one, and it's not junk. It's actually a really cool little light.
You know how young people talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything's junk, or everything's cool, or everything's rad.
Junk in the trunk. All right. So next thing I want to talk about real quick is the Soar to Win contest. Now, for everyone who didn't watch that video or doesn't know what I'm talking about, there is a company called Soar, and if you go to soar.earth, I think you have to touch this twice to turn it on. What am I doing wrong? You'd think I'd know how to turn this thing on by now because I wanted that mood lighting. Soar.earth. So actually, to register for the program, you go to I think it's soar.earth's demo https://demo.soar.earth/register. The contest ends, I believe, in just a couple of days, and then the winner will be announced May 17th. We're giving away a DJI Spark, and basically you just upload pictures. So like some of these pictures that I just showed would be a possible, that's actually the video. How do you get back to the carousel? Okay. So not the ducks, but I just like that shot. But the not that one either, because it's indoors. What they want is they want pictures that would go well on a map. So if you were looking at a map, imagine you're looking at a map and you want to see, and not this one either. This was taken from the ground, but the next two should be the right kind. About 200 feet up, like this waterfall. Oh, by the way, this waterfall that you're seeing right now was actually at such a height that I was at the ground. And I flew up and I went just over it and it said maximum altitude reach. So it was about 390 feet up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. So, and this one too, this might actually qualify of the cemetery. They want pictures like that would work well, not of a specific object like a boat or a car, but kind of just, again, if you were to be looking at a Google Earth or a map kind of thing and you're like, hey, I want to see what this area looks like. That's the kind of stuff they're looking for. So the whole rules are on the link to that, are linked in that video where I talked about it. There's actually a guide to the kind of images they're looking for. So if you're still interested in entering, I believe they have over 300 images, and they have a couple of people who have been just killing it. Darren said, and so I think they've got some people that are doing really well. But if you want to enter, the other thing too is eventually they're going to have it set up so those images can be sold and you can make the money. So.
I don't know if we want to open this can of worms or not, because I know you were talking about the other day, but Port Clinton Duck asked, is that for 107 pilots only?
So I say no. And you know what? Yeah, this is a can of worms, because I've had a whole bunch of debate back and forth. If you take a picture and then you put it on a website and someone buys it, are you technically breaking the law? Possibly, but it's up to you. I'd say it's not for the contest. No, they're not looking for you to have a Part 107 to be able to enter the contest. So if you want to take a picture of a field of corn, put it on the website, and win the drone, possibly if it's a beautiful field of corn, and also possibly sell the image, more power to you. I'm not saying to be a slack law. I'm not encouraging people to break the law. I encourage everyone who flies a drone to get their Part 107 because it's actually a great experience and you learn a lot. But I am just saying that I feel like that's really splitting hairs. That's my opinion.
My opinion is different, but we're not gonna go down that road.
That's a can of worms. So, I mean, I did YouTube for 2.5 years before I had my 107. So,
You want to publicly admit to that?
Yes, I'll admit to that.
All right.
For all you FAA people out there watching, give me a call. So, what do we got next, Philip? So that's it. Sort of win. Check out the video. Please enter if you can. Darren, the guy there, I think they're a good group of guys, and I do really think that this is going to be a cool thing because ultimately you can go anywhere on this map and see, their goal is that you can go anywhere on this map and see what the terrain looks like from a drone. Yeah. It's a cool service.
That's cool. So, video of a tornado chase.
Oh!
I saw this on the Facebooks the other day, and it looked really cool. I really wish I could have the opportunity to chase a tornado like this, but first of all, you have to be that close enough to the tornado.
I wish it had sound, because I'll bet the sound was pretty intense.
Yeah, and then you have to actually, know where it's going to make sure you don't get in the path of it.
That's true.
And I don't know if I have enough knowledge to do that. So I think I'd be scared to.
You think
try
he's
to
flying in
chase it.
sport mode?
I don't know.
I think I would be flying in sport mode.
Yeah, probably, because he's trying to have to keep up with it.
Also known as get the F out of the way mode, right? Yeah, because there are times when it's going straight towards the drone, or the drone is going straight towards it. It was, I mean, honestly, the other thing, the guy had to be close enough to be flying there, right? It's a pretty, there's a lot of, how should we say, huevos this guy had to do this. Could he have lost his drone? I think very easily. Could he have injured somebody with the drone? Possibly, but I think they had a bigger problem at that point. You know, the drone was kind of the least of their worries.
Based on the name of the channel, I actually think that they're like weather chasers, so like tornado chasers.
Yeah.
But
What's
yeah,
the channel called?
It's just WX Chasing. You can see the watermark on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was the name of their YouTube page.
Wow. Yeah. Well, no, it's really cool to see a drone that close, and also the stability. Did they mention in the YouTube post or in the Facebook post what type of drone it was?
I didn't see, but you can actually see debris flying at it at certain points.
Wow.
Which just goes to show how powerful it is. It doesn't really look very daunting whenever you're this far away.
Right.
But this is also a unique perspective. I don't know if I've ever seen anything just like this before.
I just saw a little. Yeah, and actually, this would be a great one to have the Mavic 2 zoom with, right? I think I'd rather have the zoom than the Pro in this case.
Would you actually try to use the dolly zoom feature?
Yes, I do. What's the one where it spins the whole world around the flies up?
Selfie, the droney.
Droney, yeah. No, I think I would. I mean, if I was in this position and if I was a weather chaser, this would be like the ultimate weather chaser tool. But you'd have to be willing to part ways with it, just like we were when we dropped your Phantom, formerly my Phantom, from a parachute. Right?
You were more willing than I was, but yes.
Yeah, well, it's because you'd already paid me for it. And by the way, it is repaired, and I did help Philip out with the cost. I was not the guy. Are we getting close?
It's about to actually dissipate. So I think let's keep it on here until
Okay.
it actually disappears.
Okay.
Because I think it's cool to just see it like randomly stop being there.
And we're sure this isn't just a high school with a bunch of kids vaping. Is that
Wait, kids vape?
So I hear. Actually, in Italy, they don't vape. They just outright smoke. There's a bunch of teenagers walking down the street, probably 12, 15 years old.
It used to be that way in the U.S. Didn't you used to smoke in high school?
No. You're thinking of Fonzie back in the day. But Fonzie didn't smoke because he was on TV. He even did a whole episode about, hey, it ain't cool.
You can actually see it starting to dissipate now. It's slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, it wasn't anywhere near anyone's. Well, it was near property, but it didn't actually end up affecting anyone from what I can see.
Yeah. No, it was a friendly tornado. Casper, the friendly tornado.
And I would imagine this is nowhere near like an F5. This is probably maybe an F2 or F3 because it seems kind of small.
It's also just very visually. It's very easy to see, right? It's one of these ones where, because I think some, the contrast of the light.
Here it is disappearing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That's cool.
Every time a tornado dies, a drone gets a new propeller.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. Up in heaven, up in drone heaven. Does anybody have drones in drone heaven? I have a couple that have been destroyed.
I've sold all mine after I crashed them.
The Phantom 4 might be in drone heaven. Because you think you got a refurb, right?
Oh, I know I got a refurb.
Well, let's talk about that.
Okay.
So for everyone who didn't get a chance to watch it, Philip and I used a parachute called a Para-Zero, and we dropped a Phantom 4 from the sky by killing the rotors. This one here, or so we think. Well, actually, we know it's not this one. We dropped it from the sky and used the Para-Zero to catch it, which it did.
It did, yes.
And it actually saved probably quite a bit of damage, but it did break the landing struts.
By the way, real quick, do you know how much it costs to get a new gimbal and a new camera?
I think you told me. So.
$699.
Oh, no. I think you told me the parts and labor. This was $300?
No, this was $150.
$150.
Yeah.
No, that's not what you told me when I wrote the check.
No, I literally sent you the screenshot.
Wasn't photoshopped or anything?
No.
Okay. No, all right. No. Yeah. So, this still has the foam piece on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it back on because I like protecting my stuff.
So basically, you sent this off to DJI Repair.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take? Well, so how convenient did they make that?
Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot worse. So I figured I have to call in. And you know how much of a pain it is to tell someone your address on the phone?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do anything. I just went on the website, said, hey. And then they sent me a prepaid shipping label. And technically, I put out a video about this process.
Yeah.
Technically,
go watch it.
In their FAQs, they say if it's not covered by warranty, if it's user error, you have to pay for shipping. At least back to you, if not both ways. I didn't really understand that. But I didn't pay for shipping.
Wow.
So I don't know if they just have that there as a CY in case they want to charge you. Or?
So when you shipped it, did you ship it in some sort of a case? Like, was it a form-fitted case or a box?
So no, they don't send you a box or anything. I just had a cardboard box laying around, and then that was something I was confused about as well. They tell you to only send in the drone and nothing else.
Right. No
but
batteries.
I sent them in the gray case that it came in, so I could protect it.
Right.
And I also sent them the little thing that holds the gimbal in place, the gimbal protector.
And did they send those back to you?
New ones, actually.
You got the gray case back as well?
I got a new gray case, actually.
Oh,
but yeah,
wow.
they sent the gray case back as well as this.
So $150.
And I got a new drone, basically.
Yeah. Well, I did a video about, not to make it all about me, but, it's all about me. I did a video about the whole repair process with a Mavic Pro as well as a Mavic Air. And do we have super chat there?
Yeah, from Ken Heron.
Ken Heron? What?
$2 super chat.
Oh, Ken. That's too kind of you.
That's too much.
That was our Ken Heron moment. Thank you, Ken. Much appreciated. At least 35 cents of that is going to the drone interest group. We promise. So I guess my point though is, DJI does get dinged and has historically been dinged a lot for their customer service by a lot of people. My experience with both the drones I sent in, again, a Mavic Pro and a Mavic Air, was similar. And I was surprised how quickly I got them back, too. It was about 10 days.
Very quick process.
Yeah. So, not trying to be fanboys, but are saying that their repair process is pretty painless. I mean, if you've ever returned something on Amazon, it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah.
They print the shipping label, or, they send you the prepaid one, drop it in. And also, they had a pretty good process for tracking. Like, did you track yours at all to see how the progress was?
Yeah. Even during the repair process, they have repairing, testing, packaging, step by step that it goes through, which is pretty cool.
Cool. Well, so if you want to go watch an awesome video about it, I made one, and then if you want to watch
an average
video, Philip made one. I'm just giving him a hard time. He was giving me a hard time about being old earlier, so I'm still kind of sweating that. So glad to see you back. Oh, by the way, we have something for this.
Oh, do we?
You have it.
Oh, I do actually.
You want to mention it or
no?
All right. We have a company that sent us. They're called Gearworks, and if you want to go look them up, they sent us an accessory for this thing. It looks really interesting, and we're going to make a video about it pretty soon. Actually, a couple of videos about it pretty soon. Hopefully, that doesn't send it back to the repair shop.
Yeah.
We got another super chat.
Yeah, we got two of them. So TJ Parsons,
TJ.
$5.
Hey, wait a minute. TJ Parsons. I think TJ Parsons is one of the people that is doing the Sort of Win contest, and I believe that Darren, the guy from there, said he's killing it. Like he's put in a lot of pictures, and so TJ, I hopefully that's a good sign for you potentially winning. But if that's you, I think it was you.
And then the grumpy vlogger, $10 for Jerry's kids.
Yeah.
LOL.
All right, and for everyone who's under the age of 30, you might not get Jerry's kids. Do you get it?
I think I do.
What is it?
It's reference to a TV show of some sorts. No.
So Jerry Lewis was this comedian who was kind of really goofy, and he did, I think it was for muscular dystrophy. He did a big telethon every year, and the kids he helped were called Jerry's Kids.
Oh, okay.
So that's a reference to Jerry's Kids from back in the day. We have a new set of Jerry's Kids. And by the way, if you haven't gone to the Drone Interest Group and subscribed to their channel, I actually really enjoy watching it. Part of the reason I enjoy watching it is to see all the Ready Set Drone shirts those kids wear. I'm like, and even the teachers, I'm spotting them.
So Jerry was doing a live stream the other day, and he wanted to make sure that you knew that he had his shirts in the background of him testing the live stream. So he wanted me to mention that to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Well, I think
it was when you were in Italy.
Jerry's in the chat, so. Yeah, and you know what's awesome? Also, I bought a overseas data plan. It was like $100 for 5 gigs or something, and which I know sounds like a lot, but I didn't want to get hit with all the fees. I literally received my notification that I was about to run out in the airport when I was leaving. I was lucky. Good timing.
Real quick, while we have a pause here. So there's some interesting comments here. Thunderbird 6 says his repair cost was $800.
What?
Yeah.
For a Phantom 4?
I don't know if it was a Phantom 4. He didn't say. But
Thunderbird 6, what drone was that, and what did you do to it?
I would imagine the gimbal probably was screwed.
Yeah. We see, and actually, in fairness, the parachute saved the gimbal in our case.
Yeah.
That gimbal would have been toast without the parachute.
Thank you. And then Mark's Droneworks says that he crashed his Mavic Pro and he ripped the gimbal off, and that cost 400 Australian.
Wow.
And he got a refurbished drone as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you get to the gimbal, all this was, so in the case of this one, it was these, landing skids were cracked in several places. And again, there's a video, you can see it. And then for me, on the Mavic Pro, it was the front landing gear broke. I hit a window and it fell backwards. And it still flew just fine. It just kind of was bent back. And I think there's antennas in there. And then same thing with the Mavic. Actually, I'll tell you a quick, embarrassing, funny story with my Mavic Air. I was in Missouri last summer, 2 summers ago, with my son, and we were driving around on a golf cart, and we were chasing the golf cart with the Mavic Air, and it gave me the low battery warning thing, and I was like, oh, we're almost there. So we kept going, and then it started the return to home sequence, flew up into a tree, and crashed down and broke. So it was, when you get the battery warning, just land, just say stop the golf cart, let me get out. I mean, I was being like a lazy turd.
That doesn't really apply, or this doesn't really apply to your case, but make sure you also have the return to home height set properly.
Well, we were under a canopy of trees at that point.
Like I said, it didn't apply to you.
Yeah.
But if you remember seeing Ken Heron's video where he crashed into that hotel.
Yeah, not quite high enough. By the way, actually, I will share something that I'm sure is going to get me a lot of guff, but I probably deserve it. Let me go back to this real quick. So you'll see a photo here of me in a moment flying my Mavic 2 Zoom in this lab. There was a time where they wanted me to get a little higher. The ceilings in this lab were probably 20 feet high, but I had to get a little bit higher in order to see something like in one of the machines and get the full shot. Mm-hmm. And the client was like, yeah, here's the picture. The client was like, can you get any higher? Can you get any higher? And it was, I'd turned the sensors off for the sides, but the top sensor, I don't think you can turn off, actually.
I don't know.
I couldn't find a menu. Anyway, little piece of gaffer's tape over the top sensor, and it would go as high as you wanted. I got right up against the top of the ceiling and tripod mode, and just went right over the machine and got the shot we wanted, and then came down. I definitely tested it first. Like, I put the gaffer's tape over it, took it up, hovered it, all that good stuff, to make sure that it was going to not freak out, because I thought it might just freak out. Like, it might not even take off. But you can put gaffer's tape over the top sensor, and it will fly.
I'm surprised it didn't do the reverse of preventing you from getting any higher. That's weird.
Yeah, like it thinks there's something there. I don't know. It's an infrared sensor, so if anybody's put gaffer's tape or duct tape or any sort of tape over that sensor, I'd be curious to hear.
So we found out that Thunderbird 6 was a P4, so he had to have screwed up his gimbal and camera.
Yeah.
Ken Heron said he had a P4 gimbal replaced by a Vivid Aerial RC in Nashville for about $400, including labor. So that's nice. A lot cheaper, actually. That's cool.
Well,
I am Wedge. Wow, $50 super chat.
What, Doug?
Wow.
You know what? It's funny. I was just thinking about you. I haven't communicated with I am Wedge in several weeks, and I was just wondering what was up. I need to check out your latest shenanigans on your channel. If you guys like big machinery, including cranes, I Am Wedge has a lot of cool videos about that stuff.
Yeah, it's neat.
If you like snow and ice too, kind of the winter is coming kind of thing. He lives in Minnesota, so there's a lot of snow and ice as well.
So Ken Heron asked the same question I did with the $5 super chat. Are you allowed to fly over traffic in Italy?
Oh,
you said that you were
I said,
flying already.
Yeah. I was parked. They drove under me. I called dibs. All was good. I'm going to say this, that the people in Italy were so laid back about everything and so friendly. And I'm not saying that you want to be unsafe. Okay, don't Don't everybody get your panties in a wad about this. But ultimately, I felt like the shots I got of the roundabout were cool enough to justify hovering over the roundabout for a few minutes. And it wasn't a very busy roundabout. You know, it wasn't like thousands of cars. I'm justifying a little bit. We all, I feel like, have to kind of use common sense when you're flying. And I felt very much in control at that point.
You know, if you still had the Phantom 4, you could have used the Para Zero parachute to make it safer.
That's true. I probably could have got an Italian waiver.
Wow, yeah,
From
probably.
the Italian not the Future Farmers, the FFA. Anyway, thank you, Ken, for the super chat, and thank you for the question and putting me on the spot. I really appreciate it.
Oh,
hey, Ken, tell us a joke.
He also asked earlier when spin up is.
Okay, great question, everybody. I will tell you in just a minute. Before we do that, I have a question for everybody in the audience. Philip and I had this crazy idea that we want to do before June, because we only have a little bit of time left to do this. We want to produce an entire YouTube video about something in like a couple of hours, meaning shoot it, edit it, post it on YouTube, and we want to do that live. So we want to actually have somebody following us with a phone or something and live stream that whole process.
You keep on reducing. First it was 6 hours, then 4, now 2. We can't do 2 hours,
Well, it depends on what the video is. So if anybody has suggestions for the video that we should do and live stream us producing this video. So understand it's kind of like, if anybody's familiar with Tenacious D, it's like the greatest song in the world. You know that song?
I don't.
Oh. Well, they actually don't remember so they meet this demon. Do you know who Tenacious D is?
No.
Okay. People chat about Tenacious D. They're awesome. So they meet this demon, and then the demon threatens to kill them if they don't play the greatest song in the world. And then they play the greatest song in the world, but then they can't remember what they played, so they play a tribute to it. So the song's actually called Tribute. Play me the greatest song, or I will eat your soul. Okay, that should get some reaction. All right, so all of that said, here's the giveaway for the second MOIN Light. Congrats to our first winner, Mike the Blade.
Michael with Blade.
Michael with Blade.
Or Michael W. Blade. I assume W is with, maybe not. Michael W. Blade.
That's a pretty cool name.
If it is.
Either way, it's a cool name, Michael.
Yeah.
So I saw an email pop in from him a minute ago, so it sounds like he covered us.
Cool.
But to win the second one, play me the greatest song in the world, or I will eat your soul. Actually, this is going to be much easier than the last one. I did a video a little while back about 3 different lights, including this one. So really, you only have to guess 2, but you have to get the name of this one right. What were those 3 lights? First one to name all 3 lights that I covered in that video. It was probably about 5 videos ago. It wasn't super popular, actually. Will win the second MOIN light. And again, thank you to the company that makes these. They have an unusual name. It's like, where is it? I don't have it on here. But anyway, the company that makes these.
Mirfak light?
Yeah, Mirfak. Mirfak. The company that makes these has been great to work with. And I'll be honest, I mean, just my 10-second evaluation of these things, they super exceeded my expectations. I just got a text from Ken Herring.
I saw Ken delete the message, but I'm out of the loop of the Avengers stuff. Someone posted a spoiler for the Avengers, and then Ken deleted the message and timed him out.
Nice. Hey, don't. I haven't seen the Avengers yet. I honestly don't really care that much. But you know, that's hilarious. A little out of bounds. So anyway, anybody got the 3 lights that I covered in my video to win the second MOIN?
I don't think I've seen anything yet.
L1. Yeah, I think
red light, yellow light, green light.
Oh, nice guess. And that was with the drone flying over it and massive traffic and babies and bunnies going under it.
Oh, we might have it. Light bar, Elgato key light, kind of. So instead of this, he put light bar.
No, that's right. It is actually the light.
Okay, so I am Wedge.
I am Wedge
is the one who got it. Moen L1 light bar, Elgato key light.
That's awesome. Well, and he also just gave $50 for Jerry's Kids, at least 5 of which Jerry's Kids will get. So kidding. But no, thank you. Doug is his real name. Shh, he doesn't like people to know that. Thank you. That's awesome. You will win the second light. And actually, I'm really glad because when you're filming videos in a crane or whatever, not that that's all you do, but
all metal.
Yeah, this will you can just stick this on anywhere, and it'll be a nice little light for that. So, congrats to Michael W. Blade and I Am Wedge for the 2 wins tonight. So that brings us to spin up.
Well, actually, we skipped over talking about the actual thing that we're going to be doing a video with. Did we want to talk about that?
Do we have some? Oh, you mean I thought you didn't want to talk about it?
Oh, I was just kidding.
From Gearworks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
No, you talk about it.
All right. So we're going to be doing a video with this now that we have it back. We're
going to crash it again.
Hopefully not.
Another unproven accessory.
So it's a what do you call it? A pneumatic arm? Is that
a robotic
right?
arm?
Robotic arm? No, it's not pneumatic.
It's robotic arm.
Yeah, it's a robotic arm. It can pick up to I think 1.1 pounds. It actually just goes and then like it opens a claw. So this is its range of motion.
So it's like a dinosaur.
Yeah,
or an elephant.
Yeah, that's really all it does.
Somebody needs to gift that. Okay, so a company called Gearworks sent us this robotic arm, and Philip had some really great ideas for how to test it. To do some deliveries.
I already shot a really short installation video because he puts the boring topics on me, so that'll be posted on my channel. He'll do an interesting test, and then I have a great idea on how we can test it in real life. We're going to do a real-world delivery.
Nice. So anyway, that should be a lot of fun. Thanks to Gearworks for providing that, and I definitely hope it's something that I hope that becomes a thumbnail.
I just watched it.
Yeah, I saw it. That's almost as good as when the confetti cannon went off that time and we didn't know it was coming. So Gearworks on the Phantom 4. I will say, there's all this speculation right now about whether they're going to do a Phantom 5 or kill the Phantom series, and I think most people agree right now they probably won't kill the Phantom series. And I would say the biggest reason is payload, and just with this form factor, you can attach so many more things to it, and there's so much more you can do versus the really low kind of sleek. This is more like a truck, and the Mavic Pro is, Mavic 2 is more like a sports car.
Yeah, even with the Mavic 2 Enterprise, you have accessories you can attach, but you can't put much on it.
You couldn't put an arm on it.
Right.
Like a robotic arm.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. So there you go. So we had our second winner. Unfortunately, I probably clickbaited you a little bit about Spin Up. I don't have a whole lot to tell, but I have been asked by a lot of people, and so I'll say it again, October 19th, 2019. That's the date, and I don't mean to sound exasperated. The problem right now is, I've just not had the time to do a lot of pre-production work on the event, meaning get the speakers lined up, get the venue, and that's another thing too, is the Dell Diamond is being a little cagey about it right now because they are still waiting to see what October looks like for them. But I've picked the date, and I've got some other alternative places that we can go to if Dell Diamond doesn't work out. I'll have a reg site. I'm as I said, I think everybody has heard me say a million times, we're taking a family trip to Germany in June. I'll have the reg site online before I go so that people can start registering. I will definitely have some information as far as, where to stay and what part of town it's going to be in. But Austin, Texas, October 19th. If you can come in on the 18th, we may do some little get-together that evening. We did last year, and it was really fun. The event on the 19th, and then a lot of people stayed over, and we went and flew together in a park on the 20th, or the day after. So
yeah, I wish I could have made it for that, but it was fun.
Yeah, Sean Oz, just about. Man, he's a terror on a skateboard. He had never been on an electric skateboard before, or maybe.
Oh, you brought your boosted?
I don't have a boosted. I just have
you brought
the
off-brand. Yeah,
I have like 3 knockoffs, and he was just going. And I was like, dude, don't kill yourself, and he was shredding. Anyway, so.
Did you have him sign a waiver for that?
No.
And
I flew my drone right over him the whole time too, and he didn't even wear a helmet.
Did I ever tell you about that time that I actually had random people ride my the Segway skates?
Oh yeah. yeah. I remember you went downtown.
I tried to make a video for that, but no one wanted to be in the video. Otherwise, it probably would have made a great video. This one guy, though,
those things are hard to ride. I rode them once.
This one guy, he put them on, and I had him wear a helmet. He literally crashed 5 or 6 times, and one of the times his head almost went straight into like the bars of the bridge.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, that's scary. But I had him sign a waiver, so hopefully.
Yeah. No, anytime you ask somebody to sign a waiver, they're probably gonna be a little suspicious. It's like that song by the Bare Naked Ladies. It's so dangerous, you'll have to sign a waiver.
I just don't want to be sued.
All right. Well, we're coming to the end. What time is it? See, it's almost an hour. I told you the time would fly. We have to announce and would love to announce the subscriber of the month for my channel. As I said at the beginning, this is such a great group. I'm super excited for Spin Up this year. I feel like it was great last year, and I feel like we're going to build on that. So this is somebody I met at Spin Up for the first time, and he came from Houston, but he's actually French. His name is Francois Lataste, and Francois is my subscriber of the month. I don't know if he's in the chat. I see him on he comments on a lot of my stuff. But if you're in the chat, Francois, definitely say so. If you're not, I have your email address and I will reach out to you. I'm going to send you some stuff. And a couple of cool things about Francois. He lives in Houston. He works at Intercontinental Airport and works for Airbus, actually. And so, he's like a real aeronautical engineer. And he actually won a Parrot Anafi. Somebody else, and I wish I could remember the guy's name. He won the Anafi at Spin Up and gave it to Francois. Like, he's like, hey, I don't really need this. You can have it. Because Francois is French. Parrot's a French company, which I guess could be considered racist in some ways. Oh, you're French. You must like this sort of merde. Anyway, it was pretty cool. And Francois he was a ton of fun at the event. I really enjoyed getting to meet him. So thank you, Francois. Thank you, everyone. Did we get any comments about what we should film for our day-long video?
There was one, but I don't know. So I'll read it first. It's Mark's. Oh, sorry. I didn't see that. So place it here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Great show. First time watching you live. Honestly, this has probably been one of the better shows that we've had, but that's neither here nor there. Been watching YouTube videos for years.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Very
Place
much.
It here.
Place it here.
Place it here.
I like the name.
So Mark Stroneworks actually said, ideal for quick YouTube video, do a treasure hunt. You have to film 3 or 4 things the chat nominates: a phone tower, gas station, backyard pool. Just a thought. That's not a terrible idea, but the idea is that, at least the idea I had is that we're going to show the behind the scenes of what goes into making a video for your channel.
More of the workflow. It's not really a challenge video. It's more of like if we would want it to be a video that we would typically do. So like a review of a toy drone or this, like reviewing this arm thing might be a good way to do it. It adds an extra layer of complexity that we've got to sort out. So thank you for the idea. If you have other ideas, feel free to email me, Kelly at Ready Set Drone. Check out Philip's channel. He's actually been growing it a lot. He's been helping me out a lot, obviously, and I appreciate everything you do all the time. As I say all the time, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. And thanks to all of you who I say the same thing about. You spent your Friday night, or at least part of it, with us. We'll be live first Friday of June. I'm not sure if that's before or after I leave, so I might be doing that one from Germany, but we'll see. That could be a lot of fun.
We'll have to figure that out. That'll be interesting.
Ja, das ist sehr gut. Ich spreche Deutsch. Das ist nicht, I don't know how to say fake, but it's better than my Italian. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Buh!
And bye? No.
That's not ours. All right. And Philip always tells me that I screw up the outro. So, I'm also writing a song about Ready Set Drone, and I promise to have that done by the next show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to perform it live on the show?
Yeah. Guitar and everything.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Maybe you can beatbox for me.
All right.
All right. With that, you're supposed to hit the kill switch.
Well, I mean, we got to give it a couple seconds. If you're seeing